Yeah, my, da. What's goody to the goddess and the gods, and what's popping to the people. And well, like we always do round about this time. Now, I know I'm a tad bit late, and that probably determines a lot of things for y'all. So I get it. But, however, wait a minute. Yeah. And then let me get over here a little bit. Okay, yeah. All right. So y'all see the shirts be fly. This is not a game. I know y'all think it is, but it's not. Some of my fly shit got the controller on fire, but melting rather, not on fire, but melting. Either way it go. So um, they said, why do I keep dealing with the celebrity stuff? And well, for one, y'all barely pay me any attention anyway, so it don't matter what I do. And for two, y'all want me to deal with the more radical shit. Y'all ain't gonna do shit. Like everybody keeps sending me that thing about the Mississippi thing. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get pissed off. I'm gonna get fired up, and I'm gonna be the only one mad. Oh, there's starting to be too many flies in here again. Get paranoid, y'all. Ooh. Right. He doing a backspin. My fault, y'all. It's woe. It's woe time in here. They trying me. They trying me. They think it's a game. But it's not a game. All right, here I come, y'all. I just had to let these little fellas know stop playing with me. So anyway, back to my busyness. Uh, so yeah, we definitely gonna deal with the P Diddy shit. For one, because it's not just the fact that it's on with P Diddy and we dealing with that. The fact is, how long have people been saying to y'all that this is going on, and how long have we, as a collective, been in denial? See, that's the issue. So I've been at least for the last 10 years, damn near, on social media, I've been pushing this shit. I got shit from 7 years ago. So now what I'm saying is, let's just say now I'm not tooting my horn like I'm the only one, because I learned it from somebody. So obviously it was other people teaching this too. So what I'm saying is, so let's just say myself and a couple of other guys who have much bigger channels who was pushing the same message. Let's just say y'all had taken us serious. How many lives could we have potentially saved? Why my shit all blurry? How many lives could we have potentially saved had we been taken more serious? See, that's the part y'all don't like to deal with, but we got to deal with that. Now, I'm aware that she didn't write the book, obviously, because she's deceased. Now, there's a couple of things that I know for a fact were left out, and there's a couple of things that I'm pretty sure are authentic. So really, what I'm not so much. The book for me is just putting pieces to the puzzle. Realistically, the overall thing is what these guys have been up to. So let me paint a picture for y'all. Just check this out. So we looking at our favorite rapper, our favorite ball player, and we always see them, you know, they go out, they mad icy, big chains around their neck, and these dudes starting to work out and they getting swollen, they in shape, and they come to the club fly as hell. But if we're finding out that a large percentage of these guys, I think it's most, but I'm gonna give y'all the benefit of the doubt and say a large percentage of these guys are either bisexual or homosexual. So here's the reality. When these dudes are spending all of this money on jewelry, it's for the men. They're getting flat. These rappers rap about this expensive ass shit they be in. Well, they're in that to impress other men. Hold on for a second. They always fuck with my shit. Hey, there we go. They had put a delay or some shit on there. But so what this means is these dudes getting fly as hell for each other. Because piece by piece, we're slowly seeing, because everybody want to say Puff is a weirdo. Puff is freaky. And we got all of these memes about bottles of lotion and shit. See, I'm gonna get busy. Y'all know I go a little bit deeper. So now here's the thing. All of this smoke we got for Puffy is two problems. Put my disclaimer in there. I don't like Puffy. I don't give a fuck about him. I hope they fry him. Okay. With that being said, let me carry on. We got all of this smoke for Puffy. But one thing is, everybody around him, this is new information to us. The people in these circles already know this shit. This shit is just becoming public. They all knew this. Shit, they're at the fucking parties. If they're not, they heard about it. So ain't none of this shit going on. Rick Ross told y'all 10 years ago they spiked drinks. So if you still going to parties, taking open drinks, and it don't matter if it's open, these people are rich. They can have the shit put in the bottle at the goddamn place where they order it from. These people are rich. They can contaminate a whole dozen bottles and reseal them bitches. It's his liquor. So the thing is this. The whole industry already knew this shit that we're finding out. So what does that mean? Most of these people are fucking weirdos and they're okay with it. And when I say okay with it, I mean if they're not doing shit with underage women or underage boys, they still know it's happening. When they say they're trying to charge Puffy, saying he was flying in underage girls. Okay, well, nobody seen him. What did he do, hide him? What did he get off the plane and make, was it during COVID and everybody had on face masks so nobody knew? After he's flying in underage girls and partying with them, then people are seeing parties with underage and they're still partying. Nobody's leaving the party like that. They're not partying here. I'm gone. Y'all notice every time I get to cooking, they put a lag on me. Because they shouldn't be doing that. So, this the thing. Once again, we're not looking deep enough. Yes, Puffy's fucked up. He ain't rap right. And we're going to get into why in a minute. But past that point, what about all the fucking people around him? Because it's like, okay, I'm gonna look at let's check out, look at this flyer real quick. Now, you got French Montana, you got Jay-Z, Andre Harrell, Jaden Smith, Russell Simmons, Meek Mills, Kevin Hart. Those are, and Justin Bieber. Those are all the people in the picture. Everybody I just named is a mega star and a household name. It's alleging that he did this freak off manipulation shit with pretty much everybody in this picture, except for Russell Simmons, Andre Harrell, and Clyde Davis. Allegedly, all did it to him first. But all of these people frequently hang out together. So what does that mean? It means even if you're troubled ass Jaden Smith, at the point where you become an adult and you start attending the parties, then you've become the weirdos that did it to you. I mean, if that Meek Mill shit is true, which I believe it is, because you don't wear matching expensive shirts hugging a midget looking how like you high off whatever pink cocaine is. That's got to be the look you have off of it. I don't know what the fuck. I never even heard of pink cocaine till this shit. But in my opinion, the way that Meek Mill's face looked in that picture with the matching shirt, that's got to be the face you make off of pink cocaine. Just my thoughts. And the midget was creepy. I'm sorry. It's weird. Whatever. So then once, if you say he drugged Meek Mills, like the bouncer do or the security guard say he put the drugs in all the bottles, and then you take Meek in the bathroom and you violate him. And then you wake up the next day and you hit him with the 50 Cent move. Let's go shopping. Like, if he don't beat you half to death, then he enjoyed it. Let's go shopping. Like, cause now y'all hanging out and shit. Like you can't drug me, sexually violate me, and then it's crazy. It's crazy because it's like once they got you on tape, they blackmail you. No. Once you got me on tape, I beat the hell out of you. I go to prison, and people know that tape. There's no way he was willing, and he did that afterwards. Well, he just didn't know he was on tape. Think whatever y'all want, but I'm gonna beat the hell out of him. I don't care what gets said afterwards. You're not gonna spike my drink, basically rape me. He's like, daddy, 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 daddy. So my point is, everybody in the photo on this flyer started out as a victim and became a victimizer. So now, when you're at these parties, we're thinking about it's Puff because it's Puff Party. It's a party full of victimizers. That's why it's going on for so long. Because everybody there is on the same shit, just on a different level. They're all victimizers. And it's crazy that my live is glitching all of a sudden. Yeah, it'd be funny. Are you done now? Y'all done now? That's crazy. Well, it ain't no. Yeah, why would it be? Y'all see, it got a lag on it. I don't know. I did the same thing I do it every week. They don't like this one. They don't like this one. That's all right. I got something for you. Watch this though. Hold on. Watch this though. All right, here we go, y'all. We're gonna use just before we get into the no, we're gonna get into the book. This is a creepy footage with him and his mom too. That well, let's dive into this some of this Kim Porter shit a little bit. Hold on. Where we go. I don't know if this is the one I watched, but fuck it, let's do it. Oh yeah. Okay.
Baby, don't be coming to the
No, we ain't.
so fast. I met my so fast. I met my husband, father of my oldest child, and one of my oldest friends in life. I'll be sure. It was a whirlwind romance. I was only 19
No,
when we
we're gonna get
married,
to the.
and no, it didn't work out. Al is still one of my best friends to this day. Our son Quincy is
Now
such
we
a
gonna get to the
talented
good
and
stuff.
wonderful young
Hold on.
man. At that time, I had no idea my relationship with Al forever bonded through Quincy. Thank you, Al. I will always love you. Now, guys, the interesting thing is that Al B. Sure came out today and he was very upset calling the. Then it did. My boyfriend was getting even bigger. He and Clive would hang out a lot, but I didn't think anything of it. I mean, that was his boss, and he was doing bigger than most men dare to even dream. Then it happened. I mean, okay, I was a little bit of a freak. I really enjoyed myself with my partner, and toys are one thing, but I never imagined having a man I was dating asking me to use a toy on him. Now, the first time he said he just wanted to experiment, try something new, I was grossed out, but he kept begging. He said it would only be this one time, and he was just curious. I was only 20 at the time, and I said, what the hell? I hated it. He bled from it, and there was shit on it. I left him alone after that. Now, that sounds like something Diddy would do.
Crazy, 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 crazy. Now, this is what I mean when they say, okay, she ain't actually write that. Now, we got testimony from Big Gene Deal about going to the freak store with him, buying the butt plugs and the dildos and the sex toys and whatnot. So we know he was into the butt play. So then we can't not believe that he don't ask his women to do it. Like, it doesn't make sense. So this is one of those things where it fits. If it fits.
Definitely do. You already know Diddy is a freak with all them freak offs he got going on. So you already know that's something. Reaching out, and I kept ignoring his calls. Eventually, in a few weeks, we ran into each other at an event. He came over and sat next to me. We were cordial. He flattered me by saying, "You look amazing." I replied with a simple, "Thanks, Sean." I tried to get up to leave, but he pulled my arm as I turned to him. He looked deep into my eyes and said, "Look, what happened between us was weird, but I really care about you. Can we?" He paused, and I tried to use this as my attempt to escape. I pulled my head back and said, "Sorry, Sean, I have to go. Please, I think I'm falling in love with you. Can we talk?" Now, my breath was taken away. Did he say he loved me? It was so fast. I wasn't aware of this as his manipulation tactic, not yet. God, I was so young, so naive. He continued, "Let's just have dinner." And I fell for it. 2 days later, we went out for drinks at a lounge in Lower Manhattan. The place was nice. Sean was really coming up and pulling out all the stops to impress me. He pulled a chair out for me to sit. Back then, he was always a gentleman. He smiled and said, "Look," as he sat across from me. I hated it, and I never wanted to do it again. Give me another chance. Over coffee the next morning, I decided to give him another chance. For the next year and a half, things seemed pretty normal. It was fun. Things was going great, and we were living the dream that I dreamt about throughout my youth. Sean and Clive were working on Bad Boy, and he had this first couple of artists. He picked up Craig Mack, then some rapper from the West Coast called Notorious B.I. to help him develop Chris. He was collaborating with the biggest names in hip hop to make it happen. Things could not be more amazing. Then he asked me to do it again. It was insane. Sean said, "Baby, I can't stop thinking about it." "What the hell are you talking about?" I responded. Sean continued, "I just can't stop thinking about that night. It was amazing. Can you screw me one more time?"
Wait, now how you go from I hated it, I never want to do it again, baby, take me back. A year and a half later, it was amazing. Can you do it one more time? This stuff, I mean, like, it get wilder and wilder. I know, like, by now, a lot of y'all probably heard it, but my thing is, oh, check this out. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let's switch gears for a second. Sorry, Kim. Sorry, Kim. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Her big new tour as a country in Africa is calling for an investigation. Madonna is being accused of child trafficking in Malawi.
Madonna
Mm. Wait, ain't that something else I told y'all about? Didn't I break down the Madonna child trafficking thing and getting children from foreign countries, and certain agencies have stopped her from even being able to shop with? Yeah. Come on with it.
Donna of trafficking and exploiting African children using her charity.
It's about freaking time. I have no idea why it has taken this long for Madonna and all of her charities to be investigated for this.
If you guys haven't heard of Malawi before, it's a country located in southeastern Africa, and they have a population of about 20 million people. There's an organization that's calling for this investigation, and they're called the Ethiopian World Federation, or EWF, and they claim they work on supporting Black people and Black children and protecting them against evil powers like Madonna and her charity.
Pop singer Madonna has been accused of human trafficking and sexually exploiting children by a charitable organization known as the Ethiopian World Federation, according to All Africa. As stated on the Federation's website, the EWF is a civic service organization that pushes policies and advocates to change the laws that harm all Black people.
So let's talk a little bit about Madonna's involvement and what we know. Madonna has adopted 4 children from Malawi, and she founded a charity called Raising Malawi, which is a nonprofit group that seeks to support orphans and vulnerable children through health and education programs, which sounds amazing on paper. Even though Madonna tries to push herself as this savior, she's not saving people. And in fact, she's being accused of doing some horrific things. So the EWF is asking the president of Malawi to investigate Madonna's charity and to restrict her and her associates' accessibility to Africa and African children as a precautionary measure until a thorough investigation is done into child trafficking, sex exploitation, sexual slavery, adoption reversal, threat of coercion, fraud, deception, and abuse of power. So there's a lot that she and her people are being accused of.
2 child advocacy organizations that raised the alarms and is calling for an investigation into Madonna's orphanage in Malawi. The first organization is Eye of the Child. And then this month, the Ethiopian World Federation is calling for further investigation.
So let's talk about why they are trying to investigate Madonna. And it goes back to 1992. Madonna released a book titled Sex, and it was a very controversial book, definitely ahead of its time, but also not really ahead of its time because there were some really disturbing things depicted in this book. It doesn't sound like Malawi is really progressive, so when it comes to LGBT rights, you can, I guess, go to prison, so I'm never going out there because I'm not trying to be jailed up, but they don't appreciate Madonna's work by including same-sex people and pictures of herself hooking up with other women. They claim that Madonna had to sign a contract that forbade the book from including images of religious imagery, but after signing that agreement, she founded a
Or time, please. I became infuriated. Why don't you go to Clyde?
Okay. So this is what I mean. Now, this article is from. Wait. Let me see. Let me go back real quick. Hold on. Damn, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, my fault. When was this? Okay, that's what I thought. So that's from a year ago. The clip I just played y'all about Madonna. And that's probably the first time y'all seen it. But Puffy's on charge for the things that he's doing with a lot of consenting adults. Now, He's super foul. Super foul. But this bitch is smuggling children from other countries, using adoption agencies and then doing illicit shit, changing their genders and shit. Nothing. Where's her trial at? Where's the manhunt and the SWAT team and the investigation? So does that make Puffy innocent? No, I'm not finna pull some. See, they just trying to bring a powerful black brother down. Get the fuck out of here. He's a fucking creep and a weirdo. He deserved it. However, they are fucking with him. And by now, most of us know. He you know, the thing with the liquor company is one thing. There's also something I found that I'm not sure how I feel about. But he did give the same speech that Pac, well, not speech, but he did make the same statement in an interview that Pac made about an all-black political party. Now, I think when Pac suggested it, it was a lot more radical and more dangerous. Since then, I really feel like they have so much control over him that if he was to start an all-black political party, they know it would be theirs. So I don't think that's a threat to them. But somebody sent me that, and I thought it was worth at least entertaining and letting my wheels spin on it for a second. But ultimately, I don't believe so much with him because I think, like I said, he's completely controlled. He just, when they allow you to have so much power, you start believing your own bullshit. So to try to sue this liquor company, saying that they was making a lot of money off of him, and I heard a lot of people say, "Well, they was doing him wrong. He should have sued." Let's just cut the crap. Let's just be honest. Puffy doesn't sing. He doesn't rap. He doesn't make beats. He pretty much has orgies and robs all his artists. Like, I don't. So my point is, he's not really bringing any talent to the table. What he's bringing is the industry on its knees to the foot of rich white people. And that's what they pay him to do. To turn out a bunch of degenerate weirdos. That's what he's getting paid for. So you're getting paid to party. Now, you are an overpriced spokesperson for Ciroc Liquor. I don't care how much invested in. You didn't create Ciroc. It wasn't yours from the ground up. You took a negative sales product and made it skyrocket. You did that. But that's all you did. And you made $60 million a year for that. Listen, boy. $16 million a year for yet another talentless venture of mine, because the only thing I have to do to sell the liquor is just throw orgies. Like, so, it's a pattern, and 50 Cent said something about this and made it make sense. And then I got to looking at it. So let's take 50, Wayne, and Dre. Y'all remember 50 had the vitamin water, and he sold it for like 200 or 350 million. And people was like, he crazy. You know how much money it was worth, how much money he would have made. And he went on Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel was asking why he sold it. It's like, it's horrible. Sugar water. Now, y'all got to peep the game right there. I'm gonna come back to that and tell you why he made that statement about it's horrible or sugar water. So now we got Lil Wayne. He sold his catalog. Dr. Dre. He sold Beats by Dre. Now, what's the difference between them three dudes and Michael Jackson? They still alive. Because, see, when the white boy give it to you, he know, nigga, you'll never die with this company that could set your family up forever. No, you don't get to have one of those, a legacy company that goes for 100 years. No. Who got that? What black man on the planet got an institution that is global and it's been thriving for hundreds of years? And it's all black. Right, exactly. So what he does is when he's got something that's tanking and he don't want to let it go, he find his most valuable nigga and they swap it out. So like the record company is about to lose everything and they broke. They go to Michael Jackson, they borrow some money. So he get them the money, but for collateral, he get the masters. Now, in their mind, whenever we get it back together, that nigga got to come up off the masters. In his mind, he never giving them back because he know what they're worth. Now, when they breathe on 50 Cent, he hurry up and sell it. I just made 350 million. Yeah, they're gonna make all of this other shit with it, but I don't want the problem that come with having them as a rival. So give it up. Lil Wayne, he sold his shit for however many millions. He's counting everybody like he's stupid. It's either that or you die. He wanted to live. These white boys are gonna keep asking you because you can't have it. That's not gonna happen. So you better figure it out because you're not gonna. If that catalog is worth what's gonna be worth billions one day, you're not keeping it. That's not gonna happen. And Dre, he sold Beats by Dre, and they are still alive and able to still do business. Now, do I agree with this? No, it's lousy as fuck. But this is what happens when you sign a deal with the devil. So now they give Puffy the liquor company. And when they get to doing what they do, which is robbing you back from their shit, they're robbing you with their shit that they gave you in the first place. It was never yours. They gave it to you. You didn't make Ciroc. You just made it make more money. You made their shit make more money. Okay, whoever gave somebody a company to blow it up and then let them keep it? That doesn't happen. So, of course, they're going to make money off of you. And, of course, it's lousy and it's wrong. But it's the way of the machine. Take your 60 fucking million a year for doing nothing but having orgies and get on with your fucking life. Instead, he sued. It's the ultimate slap in the face. Back him up. Michael Jackson. Instead of giving them people them goddamn assets back, he go public. They're racist. Tommy Mottola is the devil and all of this type of shit. And all of a sudden you black and you got the Nation of Islam with you and you want the now you telling. You was at Club 54 snorting coke with Mike Myers or whoever the fuck that dude's name was from Studio 54. You was back there snorting coke with him back in them days. With the big ass pro. I seen you high off cocaine, look, young Mike. That was when you was still my color with the big ass nose. You know shit from back then. You don't get to make it to the 2000s and start snitching. You dance with the devil all of them years. and y'all, we be so slow. Y'all think, well, he won all of his cases. That's not how that works. You don't win no case if they really want your ass. You win a case if you tap out and strike a deal. Then they'll tell the world, Mike beat all the charges. No, you made a deal behind the scenes. Because y'all don't think. Y'all say, he beat the case because they didn't have nothing. Okay, if they didn't have nothing in the first place, then that means they got him here into this courtroom fighting him for his life on trial with nothing. You don't think they could have pushed nothing just a little bit further and locked his ass up? How many people we seen get locked up and know they ain't do shit? You don't got to have shit. It's people fighting for their life right now. We talking about he didn't do it. Okay, then. So if you know people who've been doing guerrilla numbers and they didn't do it, what makes you think this Negro who you think didn't do it got off? No. When you see that long ass trial and they beat it, that means they struck a deal. There is no other way in that space that they're in. Moving how they're moving with those people. You don't get to say, I'm with the devil. Now I'm just playing, I want to eat. No. So they really needed what Mike had. So they was willing to play the back and forth game as long as they could. And then they got weary of it. And then, oh my God. I can't believe I just thought of this. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I just thought of this. I can't believe I just thought of this. Okay. Follow this real quick. So we're saying Puffy throwing these parties and having these people over, and he had everything recorded. Okay, so now we have to know that this trick came from Hef. So go all the way back to the Playboy Mansion. Everything was recorded. So this whole throw the freak parties and record it, that's the old playbook coming from Hef. And my guess is it probably was happening before him. But we know for sure it was happening in the Playboy Mansion. So now, Puffy said something to Kim in her little diary thing when he was trying to get her to do some more of the freak offs when she was pregnant and she didn't want to. And he talking about, well, you like this lifestyle and how we live. You don't want them to take it from us, do you? Well, these are the things we got to do to keep this way of life. I keep telling y'all, the parties. Jaguar Wright tell you, it's only two things happening at a Puffy party: money and sex. So this is where the real deals are getting made. You perform properly at the shindig with the right people, when you wake up the next day, your career take off. If you find the right person to play with at the freak off, that's how your career take off. And their insurance is having you in a compromising position on tape. But the point is, for the person throwing the parties, you become at the top of the totem pole because you're providing the playground for the predators. So, if we know this industry is built on weirdos and pedophilia, then the king of the industry cut straight to the chase and got the amusement park. Now, aren't we to believe that none of his weirdo friends, he got an amusement park, and none of his weirdo friends was ever there while the children was there? Of course they were. And I bet you he had it on tape. Mike had their ass on tape too. That's why that's how he kept beating them court cases, and they kept going back and forth. They couldn't get rid of him until they did. That's why they came at Puffy the way they came at him. They learned from their last mistake from Mike. So they stormed that bitch. Let us find the evidence now and hang him. Oh, I got to take that one to Clubhouse. That was heavy. That was heavy. Well, y'all know where we headed. We going to the K. We going to the K. Knowledge is the only real power. Information is the only real currency. But the application of both is the route to divinity. I love y'all. I'm gone.